Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to show you the new motor that we have for Dad's 70 Camaro SS. So what Dad went with was a BluePrint. It's a BluePrint crate engine. And this is the 396. I'll explain why we went with the 396 in a second. But it's aluminum headed small block. And I guess those are BluePrint's heads. That's the BluePrint's block. It is, I think, cast and machined in the U.S. We got a dyno sheet. This thing makes 511 horse, 511 foot-pounds of torque, which should be plenty. Pretty nice piece. It's a roller cam in it. I don't know all the specs on it. You can go on BluePrint's website, look up this 396 small block, and they'll tell you all the specs. But it looks exactly like my 400 that I got, minus the intake and the distributor. Mine came with, it must be their intake, and it must be their HEI distributor. Actually, mine came with a Holley 850 carb too. But we're going to reuse everything that's on the motor that's in it now. We've got an Edelbrock intake. These heads are actually drilled and tapped for the newer style intake, which the bolts from the top side, or the older style intake, which bolts kind of sideways. So you can put on either intake, the older style or the newer style. So we're gonna run we're gonna run everything that was on that motor. We got a 750 carb, a Petronix distributor. Everything's gonna be swapped over here. I got a new balancer and new other parts for this thing, because this is actually this is a one-piece rear main seal. The motor in his car right now, it's the older styles. It's the two-piece rear main seal. So we did have to get a different, we had to get a new flywheel. We're going to bolt the Tremec 5-speed on this thing. Everything, like I said, we had to get a different flywheel because of the one-piece rear main seal, but maybe I'll go through that when we do the install. Just wanted to show you guys the new motor. I got to get it painted. Actually, it's probably what I'm going to be doing today. I got to get this thing painted so we can start assembling it. I think I've got pretty much everything we need to get this thing assembled, so it shouldn't be too long before we get it put together. Okay, so here's what's in it now. It's an older 350. It was supposedly rebuilt 20 some years ago, but it's smoking pretty bad. I did a video on that if you want to check it out. Just check the playlist on this car and you'll see all kinds of stuff on it, all kinds of videos on it. But yeah, we're going to take those valve covers. We got to take the 350 off, but we'll take the valve covers, intake, a carb, hopefully everything or most of the stuff off this motor. And probably gonna paint the whole thing orange, even the heads, to give it that older look. Okay, so here's the dyno sheet on this motor. The blue line is the torque. The red line is the horsepower. I think it's like 470, 480 foot-pounds of torque. Way down 3,000 RPM. Your horsepower max out at like 5,900, 511 horse, 511 foot-pounds of torque. Your torque maxes out around, what is that, 4,500 or something. But that's a lot of torque. And what I like about this is it's a lot of low-end torque. So it should be real snappy in that light car. It's going to be way more horsepower and torque than we need, but yeah, it was really wanted to get the 396 for the car. The reason being is back in the day, 1970, the only way you could get the 396 big block was in the SS package. So we kind of felt like 396 was very appropriate for the SS model. Now this is an original SS. Everything me and Dad can find out about it. This is an original SS, and it is, I believe, an original 350 SS. So it didn't come with the 396 big block. Everything we've been able to find on the car, we believe it was born with a 350. But yeah, this motor is actually really nice, but it smokes way too bad to keep it. So we're going to start out with a brand new 396. It's not a big block 396, but like I said, I think it's a very appropriate motor for a 70 SS. But anyway, guys, just wanted to show you the new motor. I told you we were going to put a new motor in the car. There it is. Not much else I can say about it, but I can't wait to get it put together. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the run stand or we're going to put it in the car right away. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. I got to get to painting this up so we can start putting it together. I'll see you guys.